What is up, metalheads? Welcome back to another music video reaction. I am SpicyBen808. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the beginner's guide to baby metal. Baby metal content is one of the, should I say, viral sources of views and channel growth that I've had since I started this YouTube channel in September. And I never knew that people make beginner guides to musical acts. Like, on the same day, people was telling me, you should check out the beginner's guide to BTS, the beginner's guide to BABYMETAL. I'm like, wait, what? There's actually stuff like this, like information video, if I want to know about something? And they're like, yeah. And then sure enough, I looked it up on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of uh greatly put together informational videos on all sorts of musical acts. So today we're going to check one of those out. This is the most requested one that I got. They said if I can look past the robotic voice, it's the best video. So I'm like, okay, I'd rather listen to someone's original voice, but even if it's like a text-to-speech AI voice, then I'm fine with that too, as long as the information is accurate. So let's jump into this. This video is about 2 years old, and it was done by a creator called CrypticMisery. Let's check it out.
Hello, and welcome to a beginner's guide to BABYMETAL. There are longer, more in-depth versions of this video linked in the description, if that is something you're interested in. So, what is BABYMETAL? BABYMETAL is a Japanese kawaii metal band, which is a sub-genre of metal they invented.
Really?
The original 3 members include Su Metal, Yumi
Cute
Metal,
metal
and
is a
Moa
thing?
Metal. They are backed by a group of musicians known as the Kami Band for live shows. They were formed in 2010 and have released 3 studio albums thus far. Let's discuss how they got started. BABYMETAL started as a subgroup of
2010.
Sakura Gakuin, which is an idol group consisting of girls aged 10 to 15, based around a school theme. The Heavy Music Club was formed by their producer, Ki Kobayashi, also known as BABYMETAL, and began releasing music under the name BABYMETAL. Their first song, Doki Doki Morning, was released as a part of Sakura Gakuin's first album. They eventually split off from SG in 2013 due to their popularity. Now,
Very
let's go
interesting.
meet the members of BABYMETAL.
はい、私たちベビーメタルはスーメタル、ユーメタル、モアメタルの3人グループです。スーメタルがボーカルを担当していて、私たちユーメタルとモアメタルがスクリーム&ダンスを担当しています。
First, we have Su Metal, full name Suzuka Nakamoto, who was born on December 20, 1997 in Hiroshima, Japan. Su has been performing in some way since she was as young as 6 years old, appearing in all sorts of things, before she
Wow.
was eventually placed in Sakura Gakuin, being the lead vocalist of the Heavy Music Club. She was chosen for the lead role at such a young age due to her surprisingly strong vocals and unique stage presence.
That is crazy. Damn.
In BABYMETAL's first 2 albums, Su Metal has
Wow.
4 solo songs: Akatsuki, Rondo of Nightmare, Amore, and No Rain No Rainbow. Su usually takes the leadership role for BABYMETAL in most situations. She will do the bulk of the talking in most of their media appearances.
はい、まずベビーメタルというジャンルについてなんですけど、私たちは可愛いキュートとメタルを融合した新しいジャンル、ベビーメタルというジャンルを作るべく活動をしています。なので衣装だったり
Really? I did not know that that was a
可愛い
thing.
要素とかっこいい要素がたくさん詰まった
Kawaii metal.
また新しいジャンルを
Huh.
作っています。We are very honored. At first, we are very nervous, but after a few songs, the audience react to our singing and dancing. They are doing the folk sign, and
See, I vaguely remember an MTV interview And I think she was the only one that spoke good English at that time. Like, oh man, this is like years ago. And I maybe only seen like 1 or 2 songs from BABYMETAL. This is probably like 2013, 14. And then I never heard a BABYMETAL song again until like around 2019, 2020, and then the lockdown period stuff. And then I seen a few more. The official music videos, the ones that get blocked on YouTube if you try to react to them.
Singing along, it was great.
She is known to have a very strong, commanding presence on stage and a lethal death glare.
Why haven't they been put in characters for video games? Like Idol Showdown, there's a brand new free-to-play fighting game on Steam called Idol Showdown.
While she may be a force on stage,
All 4 of
Sue
them
is a
should be
very
characters on
sweet, dorky girl when not in full metal mode. Next, we have BABYMETL, full name Yui Mizuno, born on June 20th, 1999 in Kanagawa
Jeez.
City, Japan.
I was a freshman
Yui
in
started
high school
taking
when she
dance
was
classes
born.
at a
Come
very
on.
young age, and eventually was signed by a muse and became a part of Sakura Gakuin, where she was a member of a few clubs, most notably the Heavy Music Club. She is considered by most to be the best dancer in BABYMETAL.
ゆいの趣味はダンスです。お姉ちゃんたちと比べたらすごくちっちゃいんですけど、ダンスだったら
I'm shorter than the Elder Angels. Hold up. Hold up. What? That sounds like Skrillex.
This has earned her the nickname Yui Bot because of her very precise dancing, as well as her lag, which
Yui
refers to her
Bot.
tendency to drift off in interviews and react slowly to her surroundings.
This way? There it is, the fox sign.
ファンの人がいたりとか、本当にお年寄りの方から子供の方まで、そして男性女性、アイドルファン、メタルファン、全然関係なくいろんなジャンルが好きな方がいて、そんなことも気づかないぐらい神が公認。そんなことも気づかないぐらい神が公認。
Her most notable physical trait would be her cute chubby cheeks. Yui is pretty shy and timid, generally only speaking in interviews when directly spoken to. She would rather just stare directly into people's souls instead.
的にお客さんと作っていくものだと思っているので、私たちもすごく楽しみ。
Yui has done a few special solo performances for shows around her birthday, such as taking the lead vocal role for Headbanger on her 15th birthday and performing Cho Koto Love at the Legend 1999 show.
Damn.
And last but certainly not least, we have BABYMETL, full name Moa Kikuchi, born on July 4, 1999 in Nagoya, Japan. Like the others, Moa was also performing at a young age and was eventually placed in Sakura Gakuin, where, like Yui, she was a member of a few clubs, most notably the Heavy Music Club. Moa's most notable physical trait would be her dimples, so if you're still trying to learn which member is which, if you're looking for Moa, look for the dimples, you can't miss them. Moa loves food, and she will make sure you know it too.
What are you looking forward to on this tour of America?
はい、アメリカのまず最初に楽しみなのはアメリカの食べ物です。アメリカで好きな食べ物はピザとハンバーグとお肉といっぱいあるんですけど。
I have a good amount of friends that I met that I used to work at Honolulu International Airport for about 8 years. And working in the tourism industry and stuff like that, from like 2005 all the way to 2012. I met a whole bunch of people. I met friends from Japan, China, Singapore, Vietnam, Laos, all over Southeast Asia. And the first thing that I asked them is, so like when like there is like I asked them, is this your first trip to Hawaii? They said, yeah. What do you enjoy the most? And they said the food. It's always the food.
She is known to be a very emotional person who wears her heart on her sleeve. She cries a lot, but always spreads love
Aw.
and positivity to those around her.
すーちゃんの引き笑いも
But I love everyone, and I hope we can continue to get love and support.
Moa can play the guitar a little bit, but has admitted herself that she doesn't practice it nearly as much as she probably should. She loves to have fun on stage as well and can be seen participating in all sorts of shenanigans during their live shows. Moa has also done a few special solo performances on birthday-related shows, such as performing Love Machine at the Legend 1999 show, playing the acoustic guitar part for Shine at the Legend M show, and
That's the
taking
second
over
time
the
they
lead
brought up
vocal
that
role
show
for
in this
Headbanger
video.
on several occasions. We also have the subunit of BABYMETL, known as Black BABYMETL, which is when BABYMETL and MOA-METL perform songs as a duo without Sue Metal. Just as Sue had her solo songs, there are 4 Black BABYMETL songs on it: Ari Daisaksen, For No Yuta, GJ, and Sis Anger. Yui and Moa actually wrote For No Yuta themselves while on the tour bus between shows.
Ah, okay.
Now let's discuss the musicians behind the girls. A quick side note, but whenever you see the guys dressed in skeleton costumes, that is not a real band. They are known as Baby Bones and were there to pretend to play the instruments while the music was played on a backing track because BABYMETL couldn't always afford to have
That
a live
is a
band
really
early on.
cool gimmick.
Now, onto the real band, the Kami Band. The Kami Band is a session band that consists of various members that rotate in and out, often seen in white robes and corpse paint, depicting Japanese spirits. There have been a lot of different people who have played in the Kami Band over the years, one of which was Mikio
Wow.
Fujioka, who sadly passed away in January 2018 at the age of 36 due to injuries suffered from an accident while stargazing.
Oh,
In recent
no.
years, we've also seen the addition of the Western Kami Band who tours with BABYMETL overseas. The addition of the Western Kami Band has resulted in a change of costume for the Kamis, as they now wear darker robes and masks. It should also be noted, but it isn't necessarily the Kami Band members playing in the studio recordings of BABYMETL's songs, as they aren't technically considered a part of BABYMETL. Now let's have a very brief discussion about some of the
Oh,
lore
well,
surrounding
that's
BABYMETL.
unfortunate.
First, we have the Fox.
So let me ask you guys this: does the Kami Band have like all of those guys that performed as the Kami Band? Do they have their own bands, or are they a part of well-established bands, or are they I don't know, maybe like they do their own solo music? Please let me know in the comment section.
God, which you'll hear them refer to quite often.
はい、フォックスゴッドとは私たちにとって私たちがいつもライブだったりとかいろんな活動をするためのお告げをくれる方なんですけど、私たちは実際にお会いしたことがないのでどういう方なのかよくわからないんですけど、でも私たちはいつもフォックスゴッドのおかげで、日本以外でも海外だったりとかいろんなところでライブをすることができています。
You will see foxes in some way, shape, and form in basically everything BABYMETL does. They have had
Wow.
some very
I like
elaborate
that
sets based around fox imagery
Anubis-looking
as well.
design.
Next, we have the fox sign, which is the hand sign they make instead of doing the traditional devil horns hand gesture used by most metal bands.
はい、フォックスサインは私たちのシンボルサインです。親指と中指と薬指くっつけて影絵のキツネさんをやっているので、ライブを見に来てくださった方はぜひ一緒にキツネサインを掲げてくれると嬉しいです。
Anytime there is a question in an interview the girls can't or don't want to answer, they will simply respond with,
Only the fox got knows. Only the fox got knows. Only the fox got knows.
There is also the legendary corset, which refers to the neck brace depicted in the Headbanger music video. You'll see the neck brace referred to quite often in their live shows. BABYMETAL fans are referred to as The One, and the song titled The One is a tribute to their fans. There is a lot of lore based around the light and dark, the Chosen Seven, the Metal Galaxy, and all sorts of other stuff that won't be discussed here in this video as it's a lot to take in, but isn't really that important.
Yeah, I can
Now
imagine.
let's briefly discuss how BABYMETAL went from a small sub-unit of Sakura Gakuin to a worldwide sensation. After the release of their first self-titled album in 2014, the music video for their hit song Gimme Chocolate went viral, bringing a lot of new eyes to the group.
That's the one
This
right
eventually
there.
led to their first world tour, where they played their first big show
2014.
outside of Japan at Sonosphere, which is what legitimized BABYMETAL on a global stage in many fans' eyes. In 2016, they released their second album, titled Metal Resistance, as well as a second world tour which kicked off in Wembley Arena in London and finished off with back-to-back sold-out shows of 55,000 fans in the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, Wembley
They also
Arena,
went on
not
to
Wembley
perform
Stadium.
or tour with
I was gonna
several
say.
big artists over the years, such as Metallica, Korn, Guns N' Roses, Lady Gaga, and several others. Now we move on to what is the
Jesus.
most difficult period in the band's history. Before the Legend S Baptism XX show in December 2017, which was to honor Sue's 20th birthday, it was announced that BABYMETAL was advised by her doctor to not perform at this show due to an undisclosed health issue. They considered cancelling the show, but went ahead as just a duo of Sue Metal and Moa Metal for the first time. Legend S would also be Mikio's last performance with BABYMETAL before his untimely passing. BABYMETAL was about to embark on their 2018 world tour, and no further announcements were made about Yui, so most fans assumed she would be back, but this would not be the case. In what shocked many people, they kicked off their world tour in Kansas City, but everything was different. Sue Metal and Moa Metal were now positioned in the center, with two backup dancers off to the sides, who were nicknamed Muscle Metal by fans. Moa Metal was also now singing
Wow.
all of Yui's lines in addition to her own. The traditional red and black outfits were also replaced in favor of a darker, more mature look. On October 19, 2018, Amuse put out a statement that said BABYMETAL came to a decision that she will not be performing in the 2018 World Tour and that she will no longer be a part of BABYMETAL, then thanked Yui for everything. Yui also put out a public statement apologizing for her decision and thanking everyone for the last 8 years, as well as stating, quote, "I will do my utmost best to be able to again one day meet you all as Mizuno Yui." This was the last time anyone has heard from Yui publicly, but Moa and Sue have said in interviews that they still talk to
Wow.
Yui and that she is doing well. On the same day Yui's departure was announced, BABYMETAL released a single titled Starlight, which many fans believe to be a tribute song for Mikio and maybe Yui as well, as they are both noted stargazers. BABYMETAL continued.
Okay, so we just recently reacted to that, like very recently, like almost 3 weeks ago on the channel. And a couple of people, BABYMETAL fans were fighting with each other in the comment section. So I had to regulate. Okay. I promote positivity in the channel. And if you guys are gonna debate about something, do it level-headedly. Don't call each other names and, start issuing death threats and stuff like that. Know that, saying, "No, you guys are just making baseless speculation, blah, blah, blah." Look, relax, okay? Relax. There's no need to one-up each other and prove who is the bigger fan of the band, okay? Chill. And that's just one video. There was like 3 videos I had to like delete comments from because people was going at each other. Oof.
On as just Sue, Moa, and the backup dancers for the rest of 2018. In 2019, they announced they will be releasing their third album, titled Metal Galaxy. Then 2 big shows were announced, the first of which gave us the big announcement about the newest addition to BABYMETAL, the Avengers. Wait, no, not that. It was announced that 3 dancers, known as the Avengers, would be rotating in and out of BABYMETAL's old spot.
And to support Sue Metal and Moa Metal, 3 brave Avengers were summoned by the Fox God.
The Avengers do not sing or have a mic, they just dance. They aren't technically considered part of BABYMETAL, as only Sue and Moa are marketed and promoted as BABYMETAL. It was never even announced who the three girls were, but fans of the shows were able to recognize them. First, we had Riho Sayashi, who was born on May 28, 1998, and is a former ace of the popular J-pop group Morning Musume. Next, we got Kano Fujihira, who was born on August 28, 2004, and is a former member of Sakura Gakuin, and is currently in the new Amuse unit at 1-5. And finally we have Momoko Okazaki, born on March 3, 2003, who is also a former member of Sakura Gakuin, and once said she had dreamed of traveling the world as a backup dancer for a big artist when she was older, which she now gets to do. Due to other commitments, it is unknown if Riho and Kano will continue on as a dancer for BABYMETAL. Momoko has been the Avenger for the last 20+ shows, and it currently looks as if she may be the only one in that spot for now, but only the Fox God knows.
Only the Fox God knows.
So there's
now
still
we move on to some of the most recent news. Sue and Moa appeared in Corey Taylor's CMFT Must Be Stopped music video. BABYMETAL featured as a guest artist on Bring Me the Horizon's EP Post-Human Survival Horror on the song Kingslayer. BABYMETAL's relationship with Bring Me the Horizon goes back years, as they have supported each other for a while, and Bring Me the Horizon toured with BABYMETAL in Japan. As it drew near, BABYMETAL revealed that they are celebrating their 10th anniversary.
You know, one thing I'll admit to this, and I don't care if I get shit for it. I used to be a big fan of Bring Me the Horizon. And then they kind of went pop metal for a while. You know, that reminds me of Linkin Park. But I appreciate the early music of the band. That's why I haven't totally written them off yet.
Anniversary with the release of a greatest
I know
hits
that
album
the
entitled
fans
10
for
BABYMETAL
Bring Me the
Years on
Horizon are
December
very
23rd,
divisive
2020.
nowadays.
We appreciate everyone for supporting BABYMETAL. We are very excited for our 10th year, and please check out
Wow,
our best
her
album
pronunciation
and
is
events coming
so
up
good
soon.
now.
In December 2020, it was announced that BABYMETAL will play 10 shows at Tokyo's famous Budokan venue in 2021 as part of their 10th anniversary
look at
celebration. Due to the pandemic, various policies will be in place to ensure the safety of all the attendees. At the time of this video recording, half of the Budokan shows have happened, with the rest coming up soon. And with that, we are up to date on the latest news on BABYMETAL. Hopefully this video was entertaining and informative. Thank you for watching.
That is awesome. All right. CrypticMisery, a beginner's guide to BABYMETAL. Bravo, 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for making this very informative video. Yeah, so this video came out 2 years ago. Have they actually gone on to have a full-time third member, or are they just doing going as a duo and still having the rotation of dancers going still? Yeah, like, I am stoked that I finally got a chance to take a look at their origins. Like I said, it was about maybe like 2013, 14, 15. I saw them on MTV, and they were like the darlings of like, seriously, they were the darlings of the metal music here in the West. And then I was just tripping out. And then it would be like a couple more years until like 2019 was when I heard another BABYMETAL song. So yeah, it seems like, just like with every band, they went through a lot. Anyway, I know this video has gone very, very long. Probably the longest music related video that I have done thus far on my channel. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Rock on to the next, guys. Peace out.